So recently I watched a Haikyuu x Danganronpa collab. I forgot who made it, but it inspired me to make one, but rather Danganronpa 2. This video will contain spoilers, uncanon behavior, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. Anyways, let's get started. Add everyone. 16 users are now online. Hello Osamu, what seems to be the problem? Hey, hello, hi. Have any of you guys seen Tsumu? He hasn't came home since Monday and it's Thursday now. No, I haven't seen your brother, but it seems as Hinata Boke is also missing. Yeah, him and a few people from our team have gone missing as well. Yachi agreeing with him. Same with us, our captain, Kuro, has gone missing since Monday. You don't think their disappearances are linked? That's what I believe, at least, but that's too convenient for us. So who from your teams are missing? No one from my team is missing, but I haven't heard from Shiki for days, so I've been worried. From Nakoma it's only been Captain Kuro. From Karasuno, our manager Kyoko, Hinata, Asahi, Tanaka, Nishinoya, and Daiichi. Someone from Fukurodani told me that both Akashi, their setter, and Bokito, their ace, has gone missing too. From my school, it's only been Kiyomi. But I don't know where he would go, considering how he hates going places, let alone for days. This is really concerning. From Shirei Terizawa, both our setters, Semi, and Shirabyo, have gone missing, and in addition so has Gashiki. From Aoba Josai, our captain, Oikawa, and vice-captain, Iwazumi, have gone missing. It's kinda unusual how captain is skipping practice, but it's unusual how Iwazumi also is, he is dead strict about it. Lastly, from Inarzaki, it's only been Tsumu missing. I'm worried for Tsumu, he doesn't leave the house for days without telling me. Hold on, let me add captain. Suna had added Kita. Greeting everyone. Hello. So everyone here is missing at least a teammate? Yeah. You don't think they've been kidnapped? That's impossible. Kidnapping 16 students? Right? Nothing is impossible. An unknown user has joined the chat. Suna, did you perhaps add someone again? What? No. I don't know who they are. They are saved as, on my phone. Same goes for me. Hello everyone. Who are ya? Yeah? Tell us who you are? Whoa. Take a chill pill. We won't chill, we are stressed about something, and you randomly joining the chat isn't helping. Who knows, I could help you. Yeah, right. ... And I joined this chat thinking you guys needed my help. Sad face. Help with what? With your missing teammates / friends, duh? What? You seriously know where they are? Where is Tsumu? Where's Captain and Iwazumi? Yeah. Tell us where they are? I don't need to tell you, I prefer showing you live footage, smiley face. Live? That kind of sounds suspicious. But if it's going to show me where that stupid Tsumu went, then I'll do it. I agree, I kinda miss Captain. Kenma's been mean to me. You're a jerk. Okay, shut up everyone. I agree with Osamu, I need to know where Kiyo is. So, what is this live you mentioned? Why don't you join it first and see? This seems too convenient for us, but it's the only lead we got. Yeah. Couldn't have said it better. So are we joining? We got nothing to lose. Yaku agreeing with Kageyama. Ugh, looks like I don't have a choice. Tsuki? So, how do we join this so-called live? That's a lovely question, Kenma. Unknown user has sent a live. Unknown user is asking you to join. Press the tick for yes or the cross for no. What's the point of the no option? Bratty Tsukishima. Tsuki? Okay guys, come on, let's join. Everyone has joined the live. Hey, they are in for a wild ride. Unknown user has joined the live and started it. Class trial start. Trial, all arise. Trial? SHH, let's just watch. The screen turns black and after a few seconds it begins to load an image of a black and white bear sitting upon a throne. A bear? The black side of the head is kinda freaking me out. Yes. The bear begins to speak.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
The camera then spins around, showing all the missing people.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Why does everyone look different? Just watch it, please.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
such a cruel rule!
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely! There's no doubt that the Blackened is lurking among you! Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin!
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Were you even listening to the rules?
Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds?
Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds?
Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath a table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
No, that's wrong!
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
Huh? Why?
Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Oh, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he'd dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
I can prove it with this!
It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh,
Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, "I am the murder weapon"?
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there, so in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment. Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial!
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
That sounds correct. If that's the case, during the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food! Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's wrong! No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
If he was using those night vision goggles we found under the table, he could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus! No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
The other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya. If you just use— the killer obviously used those night vision goggles! That's gotta be it!
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark! I mean, in reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene!
Allow me to cut through those words! No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, we found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Ew! You totally mean that in a perverted way!
I see! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
You think so too, right, Hajime?
I can prove it with this! Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Hey, the hell is this? Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies!
It doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see. A strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.